Soup for you.
Oh, we've got soup for us.
Soup for us.
I'm so excited. I think it's the eyebrows that make it really good when
Yeah.
he does it, the way he can like look over at you, you know? All right, well, we are talking soup, and this one you said has been in your family for a long time.
This is just a potato soup I've made forever, and when I decided earlier this week to make it, it was in the middle of the snow.
Yes.
And it was just,
Of
you know,
course.
this kind of weather
yeah.
we've had is great for soup and bread anyway, and I thought, you know, I'll just share my old family recipe. I've already done a lot of the work here. What I do at home is I'll start by sauteing a little bit of celery and a little bit of garlic in some olive oil, just kind of let those soften a little bit.
In your big pan that you're
In a
gonna
big pan,
use
yeah,
for
do
soup.
the same,
Okay.
all in one pot. All in one
One
pot.
pot soup.
Yeah, just one
Yes.
pot thing. And then after that, I like to add chicken stock.
Okay.
And then diced potatoes.
Okay.
And let that cook and kind of get fork tender. And once it does, I make these little lovely things. They're called rivels.
Rivels.
Rivels. It's just a
Okay.
super easy noodle anybody can make. Are you ready for the ingredients?
These are noodles.
Yeah. Okay. It's 1 cup of flour, 1 egg. A
And
little
that's
salt and
it?
pepper.
And
That
I
is
can
it.
make a noodle?
And you can make a
A
noodle.
noodle?
Yeah, I mean it looks kind of funny, but what you do is you just
I
take
thought
them.
I thought it was like crackers.
No, you just
Yeah.
sprinkle it over your soup.
They
Okay.
remind me of
Yeah.
like a little dumpling.
They are. They're
Yeah.
like a little dumpling, and you can see it's a bit of a mess. So some are big. I'll be honest. My kids like to find the big ones.
I
that make
would
it in.
too, because
they kind of
that's-
go for the big ones. So they can be small, little. It's kind of a shaggy mess, but you know it makes your soup nice and thick.
I've
It
never
only
seen
takes
this before.
this is easy. It's
Really?
been around forever, and you can use it in any soup that you
I'm
want
so
to.
excited.
Yes. And it gets
it's like
super
a shortcut
simple.
to a
It's like
dumpling
a
because I
shortcut.
would never
It is.
attempt them.
So once you have that in there, you just kind of stir that around. It'll take about 10 minutes to cook. What I do once they're in is I go ahead and add my dairy. Now when you
Okay.
cook with dairy, you don't want to boil it hard. It'll separate and look crazy
Right.
on you.
Okay.
I'm using half and half here. You could use real cream or you could use milk if you want to. And you just kind of let that kind of cook together. And sometimes my soups I want more flavor, and I'll use something like a soup base like
Okay.
this or a powdered bouillon, add a little bit of that in there, and just kind of let it cook up. And when you're all done, you
It
have
looks like
this. You have
It
this
is
right
so
here.
Oh, look at
pretty.
that.
Delicious soup, and it's so comforting on cool days.
Look how thick that is.
Yeah, and because the flour that's in there,
Right.
once you've cooked it and once it'll cool a little, it will thicken up and just be this nice, delicious. And
Look at her.
you can have some
All
if
right,
you
let
want.
me
You
try
can
a little,
some, and you can sure, like you guys were talking about, putting bacon, little cheddar cheese. I mean, you can jazz it up. The other thing you can do, if you've got picky eaters at your house, start with the broth, put in whatever veggies you want, cook them.
Right.
Like cauliflower is awesome. You can put a whole
That's
head
amazing.
of cauliflower, use your immersion blender, and blend it into a puree. And the kids have no clue that they're eating healthy things.
All right,
All right.
foodcity.com for more information.
And bakingwithjulie.com.
So good.
All right.